Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Wells Fargo Bank. I want to introduce a longtime friend. When I say longtime friend, I've known Mark now for 24 years? 25 years? 25. There you go. 25 years. And he is, I have to say, probably don't get your head, probably the most incredible and enjoyable district director of the Small Business Administration to work with anywhere in this country. You have an incredible asset here. He is one that understands our business, understands the importance of what we do with these events, and he's been here to speak at every one we've done. Mark Quinn.
I had to come to the stage because if he kept going on, I'd be afraid of what he would be saying. Thank you, Roberto. Let me start with this. I think it hasn't been mentioned yet today, but as a nation and as a federal employee, we have seen a momentous thing happen recently, a momentous event, and I should really bring this up. Because this is a contest that went back and forth, and it affects all of us. And I think that there's one thing that everybody in this room probably will agree on, is that we are very happy that the winner was the San Francisco Giants. So there's another event actually that happened fairly recently this week as well. I should just mention that. That event really is a contest that had a lot of things that no one agreed on. But there's really only two things that the presidential election really had that everybody agreed on. And one was there was an unending supply of comedy material for Saturday Night Live. And the second thing that both parties agreed on was that small business was the most important thing that they both thought was really the future of what SBA and small business in America depended on to be able to grow us out of this economy. So for all of you, all of what small business means and what you represent is what everybody in the country, both parties agree on is the most important thing going forward for us. So let me do this. Let me ask all of you, because this is also the case. The stars are really in the audience. You know, the fans are on the stage here. So to you, how many of you are in business as small business owners? How many of you are thinking about starting a small business, interested in starting a small business? Great. How many of you looked for financing in this, say, last year for your business? How many of you thought that was a good experience? Not so many. So I think that really a couple things. I want to talk a little bit about what SBA does. I'm going to be very short. All the folks that you see the names on the banner behind me are folks that SBA either funds or guarantees loans for. I want to thank Wells Fargo and Chase for being the #1 SBA lender in the country. How do I pull that off? Well, Wells Fargo lent, as you just heard, lent the most money to small business, and Chase lent the most small businesses. So the most number of loans were done by Chase, and the most dollars of loans were done by Wells Fargo. So both were great lenders to the small business community. But I also have to say it is the case that in San Francisco district, in the Bay Area, we have 100 other SBA lenders who all make small business loans to all of you as small businesses. And also, just as important, we have a number of nonprofit lenders, micro lenders, other partners that SBA funds or partners with that are non-traditional lenders that can reach out and help your small business. So if you don't exactly fit what an SBA lender is looking for this year, you may fit what a micro lender would be doing. So SBA has a number of partners that you want to think about as you're trying to get financing for your business. All of that's really important for you to know, and all of that's something that today gives you great opportunities. Do not go home with any business cards of your own in your pocket. Make sure that you collect all the cards from all the partners out there, and make sure that you take advantage of all the resources. I'm going to leave you with three things to think about, especially for those of you who are starting a business. First off, and I'm sure that the people who are in business would share this as something that they would also say to you. If you're starting a business, the time to plan for it is before you start. So make sure that you invest the time to really know what you're getting into. Starting a small business is not an easy thing. Every day I look at small businesses, I hear from them, and I'm always astonished by the work that you do. It's remarkable work that you do in running your businesses. It takes everything. You have to be all in for your business. The time to plan is before you start. The second is really make sure you get yourself started right. You know, make sure that the permit process, the licensing process, all the processes that you need, do it right up front. If you don't do it right up front, it's going to cost you twice as much down the road. Make sure that and down the road, you won't have time to do those things. You're going to be running your business, so you want to make sure you get started right up front. And then the third thing is really take advantage of a lot of great resources. I think VEDC is a great partner, but there's a lot of other partners that we have in the Bay Area that we're very fortunate to have in San Francisco that can help small business. Take advantage of the resources now. Take advantage of these great resources because for you, we all believe in you. If you are successful, it's what we come to work for. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for the very good.